Alrighty guys, here we are at the Bunbury Southwest Sports Centre for the 2023 Nationals competition, Underwater Hockey Australia. Today we are watching on Court 2 the Men's Open Grand Final, white being WA black. That's a bit confusing, isn't it, Jen? That would be WA's A team. And the black sticks and the black caps going to Queensland. Alright, so we'll just run through the list of names of people we've got playing today. Alright, first off we'll have the Queensland men's. Number 4, captain, Carl Patton. Number 3, Nicholas Hind, vice-captain. Number 8, Gorgeous Gary. Number 11, Sam Thompson. Number 10, Anton Williams. Number 5, Kyle Wagner. Number 7, Marco Ross. Number 1, Tim Latour. Number 2, Luke Newland. Number 9, Jacob Brown. Number 6, Ben Richards. And number 12, Big Jimmy Rossiter. We just shoot over to the WA A team, or WA Black as they're called. We have number 1, Captain Tommy Miller. Number 4, Shannon Griffiths, vice-captain. Number 2, little Joshy Mack. Number 5, Amar Samiento. Number 6, Reece Milburn. Number 8, the brick wall himself, Gavin Wise. Number 9, Andre DeFall. And number 13, all attitude, Mason Gillespie. So far in this competition, I believe the WA A team, or WA Black, have only dropped 1 goal this whole competition. That was to Queensland in their first game. That game was ending in 4-1. Quite a strong team, although they are short on numbers with the 8. That's how we kind of planned it this year in WA. We wanted to see what we could really get out of our guys who are really training hard, our top elite athletes, and they've definitely proven themselves so far in this competition. In saying that, I was watching the semi-final yesterday and commentating yesterday on the Queensland and the WA2 team, the D12 team. And the Queensland young lads, lot of fitness there, a lot of numbers on the bottom, a lot of hunger. Really good to see from the young lads. And then just with the kind of steady heads in the back line of Sam Thompson and Gary controlling the game, which put them into a 4-2 win into extra time over the WA lads. Let's see if they can hold that composure against what we would say a little bit more of an experienced and probably a little bit more of a fitter team in the WA Black team. Alright, so we are a minute away. Excuse me. We are a minute away from the start of the game. I believe we are looking at... Whose bum is that? That's probably Western Australia. Yep, that's a Gavin Wise, that's a brick wall, that's definitely WA. Alright, so this should be a very interesting game. Although WA have been winning quite convincingly over the competition, I myself definitely know from past experiences that you cannot take that into a grand final. You've got to do everything right, all the basics right, and that's how you string together a few goals and really put the pressure on the other team. But it is very common in underwater hockey competitions for the underdogs, being Queensland today, to probably step up today and have a real good crack at this elite WA team. So we're 30 seconds away from the strike. And it'll be interesting to see who wins the strike. WA normally a bit lacklustre to win the strikes. We like to, having played for them quite a few times myself, we do like to give away the puck on the on the strike. But no, Shannon has come through. It's the fastest I've ever seen him swim in his life. Numbers on the bottom, very well defended by Queensland. Very good drive up the middle there. However, we have very quick back line there. Here we go. Alright, so WA driving up the wall here. Josh McKenzie backing up his teammates. Mason getting some good bottom time there, popping up, just keeping an eye on things. Alright, Josh just set up a little switch here, off to Mason. Mason off to... I'm not sure who that other back is, but very strong swim to get around that forward. Driving up the wall, driving up the sub-bench wall, but so... not something you really want to do. You'll probably see the WA guys look to bring it straight off that wall and attack that goal tray 45. We're almost even at a 90 degree, then come back straight at the goals. Nope, they're deciding to go up the wall. Good thing Mike Gillespie's not coaching them, because he probably would have got really upset at the winger who drove that up the wall. Alright, here we go. So Queensland defending the puck quite well here. Looking to WA bringing it back and looking to open up through the middle. Gav probably just flicking that puck just a little bit too shy to the centre of the court there. We try and open up that goal tray as much as possible. That's how we get the goals in underwater hockey. Very hard to get one up the back wall. Alrighty, just Queensland defending, consolidating. But those WA lads, those very fit WA lads, just absolutely relentless. That is in the goal tray. Little Josh McKenzie, I believe you'll find that was. And don't let size fool you, mate. He is one of the best players in the water at the moment in Australian underwater hockey. Yep, little Josh McKenzie. He's an absolute freak of nature playing in the back line. His breath hold is phenomenal. His sprinting ability off start-stop is one of the best I've ever seen. So WA 1-0 up. Here we go on the strike. WA going back to just letting the other team have the strike as they normally would, because we like body position on the bottom. Alright, the Queensland guys looking to probably just get a little bit more possession here. Probably just try and slow the game down a little bit, but here we go. Very good body position there by the left wing. I believe that's Amar. So here we go. Nice little drive off the wall there from WA to get it off that sub-bench wall and really put pressure on the Queensland lads. Now we have a free puck. First one of the game. That's a bit odd. We've had a gloving infringement against WA. Now, on a quick bottom like this at Bunbury, one of the quickest bottoms I've played on actually, quite hard to keep the puck on the actual bat. So when you do get tackled by a player, quite often that the puck will bounce up onto your glove. Hopefully the refs are seeing that and just letting that go a little bit, providing that their players try to put it back on their stick. WA to drive real hard here. Mason with a nice little pass to Amar. Amar, that was lazy, mate. That is a lazy kill. Come on, mate. Mason, good bottom time there. Very good defence there by Sam, just putting body on the wall, making sure you can't come up the back wall here. Very well done by Queensland, just to hold him out of that 3 metre D. Put it in the safe zone in that corner. Good body position by number 5 there. Kai had an outstanding game in the semi-finals. Alright, so we've got a free puck going the way of Queensland. It's one of the things in our sport, when you do tend to have a lot of fit guys on the bottom and a lot of driving, there will be a lot of calls made, because you do have a lot of bodies on the bottom causing a lot of infringements such as obstruction, gloving and chopping. WA, good possession there on the wall. Shannon, nice little back flick. I believe that's probably Josh McKenzie again. Gav, very good bottom position there. Just backing up. Queensland guys just looking to reposition their backs so they can stop this drive of WA. Shannon, very good bottom time there. Give a good little flick off to the right. Very good defensive pressure there by the forward there from Queensland.
Very strong attack there by
Sam, you can tell that Sam Thompson. Because I'd like to get him at a waxing parlour, because look at that chest and look at that back. Wow. There is gorgeous Gary backing up his forwards. Alright, just up the middle here. Queensland looking to just drive it out off that wall. They need to hold possession when they come out of here, because you don't want to give possession up. You don't want to give possession up in the middle of the court like that to a team as fast as WA. Very good puck possession here. Good backing up by number 7 in Marco.
game on, says the referee.
Here we go. Number 5 behind him, that'd be Kai. And Mason with a nice little draw and release to his off half. That's probably a little Josh McKenzie just screaming up the side there, and just continuing to swim, put on the pressure, keep that puck moving forward, making the Queensland backs accountable. That in Gary and Sam Thompson. So Queensland defending quite well, trying to keep it out of that 3 metre D on the 45 angles. Always, that's the most dangerous zone to try and score a goal. It doesn't matter how fit you are, if you put all the numbers on the back wall, it's almost impossible to score that goal. As I say that, look what just happened. And Gav's done another little underbody flick there and got a goal off the back wall, of course, just to prove me wrong. It's just like they got an earpiece listening to me. Hey, Jenny. So we've actually had a free puck called. Yeah, I looked at the refs and I said, no, can't call that. All right. All right, back on the wall here. Queensland just looking to consolidate and just try and slow this relentless attack from WA. If you look out how the WA guys are set up, the backs are quite far behind. So if the further back you start, always allows you to go forward. This is Mason Gillespie here. He's actually playing off half and has just driven that puck like an absolute madman. Very hard to play against Mason. He has very good hand-eye coordination, very good puck skill, and his reach is very impressive. But there's a free puck against him. I reckon that would have been obstruction. Now Queensland are going for a timeout here. So what probably happened there with the obstruction call is Mason's come through, pulled the puck behind him, and then pushed forward with his body, taking the defender out and then bringing the puck forward. It's a good move if you know how to pull it off legally, and if Blake Sutcliffe's watching, you're probably the master at it, mate. Alrighty, so we just got a timeout here. We're still 1-0. WA up. Had a disallowed goal. They've had 2 disallowed goals now, so the pressure is definitely on there. And I've been in this position before, coming into a final where you're the team that's been undefeated the whole competition. You come into the final, your nerves are a bit up because you don't want to really let that go. And then you get a few goals that get disallowed and you start becoming impatient, you start to lose your structure. So let's just see if the WA guys can hold their structure. But if they start to lose their cool without not putting any goals in the tray, then that's when the Queensland guys can and will attack. They do have some quite fast young players that they should be utilising here. So let's see where he goes with this one. Going off to the offside of the sub-bench. Good body position there by the backs of Queensland. Interesting setup, but it's paid off for them. Gav just ghosting the forward. Mason dispossessing the forward, giving it to Gav, but however this number 7 there, I believe that's Marco, coming through, picking the puck up before Gav could get onto it. And Gary with a nice little steal. And as always, Gary sitting about half a metre too high off the ground. But the flick's paid off and we're moving forward now. Just in a bit of a blind spot here for the camera. Alright, so we just got a little play up the wall here. Queensland pushing very hard, doing very well, getting numbers on the bottom. Tommy Miller there, just grabbing the puck, not panicking with it, just grabbing it nice and slow and just turning, allowing himself time, giving his team time to reset. Queensland, however, getting onto it, just trying to lock it down in that corner, put a bit more pressure on these WA lads. But we've had a little breakaway here, and we've had a free called. And it'll be interesting to see, because if this is a defensive call, is that the last offender? Is that a penalty goal? No, it's gone against WA, and it's come back. We've got Queensland to take the puck. Right, driving straight up the middle. Very good drive here by Queensland. This might pay off. I reckon this is going to pay off. Very well done by Queensland. That is a well-deserved goal. If you'd looked at the back structure there, the fullback got caught up high and the halfbacks didn't realise. So then it becomes like almost like an arrow of players. So then it leaves that gap right behind the fullback. So if it gets under his body and you get the rolling forwards through, and you get the rolling forwards through, and you get the rolling forwards come through, then it's very hard to stop, especially when all three of them come through like that. Number 6, Ben Richards for that goal. Worked hard for it, young fella. All right, WA expected to come out strong here. And this is what I was talking about at the start of the game. Come finals, things change. People get out of position. People try to do things too much. People try too hard. Your nerves are on you, so your breath hold's not as good. That's right, we have a three-dimensional game. You've got to always be thinking up, down, and forward and back with this game. So Tommy defended well. Probably should have held his ground on the bottom there, but he's managed to pick the puck back up, give it off to Shannon. Mason, good body position on the wall there. Get a bit lower there, Mace. Bit lower there, mate. You're a bit weak. Yeah, see, way too high there, Mace. Always going to happen, mate. Well defended by Queensland, out pushing up the wall. Very well done by Queensland there. They're holding their structure quite well here. Here comes Shannon Griffiths through the middle with his massive hook on his bat. Gary with a little inside flick to himself. He's lost the puck off to the WA defenders. Come over to the wall here. Nice little drive by the Queensland lads. They're starting to get a lot more possession now and hold the puck. And yeah, I think we'll start to see a lot more of that as the game goes on. But little Josh McKenzie, gee, try and catch him. He is quick. Once he gets moving, he is almost impossible to catch. And that's going to go straight in. And I believe you'll find that was probably Tom Miller. Nice little away sprint there. Joshy got away from the forwards, just allowed a little bit of space. Caught one of the halfbacks off, took him on, and just that rolling play of just keeping the puck going forward, maintaining possession, and you get well rewarded. So now we're at 2-1 to WA. We got a timeout. Shannon Griffiths calling a timeout for WA, and we'll just get a confirmation on who got that goal. Who got the goal? Rain. Who got the goal? Andre. It was Andre. Apologies, that was young Andre Defoe. Got the goal. Very good backing up. And been talking to Greg Bush, who is the Australian men's captain. And they were doing some fitness tests, I believe, Monday. And I believe young Andre Defoe, how old's Andre now? 19? Coming first in a few of the fitness tests. Just showing up a few of these more experienced blokes saying, hey, you still got to train if you want to be in the Australian team, eh, Jen? That's it. Can't just get in on reputation, can you? All right, so we got a little joker there. Bit of a bald guy getting in front of the camera. We'll make sure we get rid of him. Security. Be interesting to see who that was. All right, and we're off again. Good strike. Both teams hard at it, wanting the puck, wanting possession. Here we go. Mason to pull the puck away. Very quick hand movement. However, no forward there for that little pass off, and well done by the Queenslander forward to stay down. Good bottom time there by Tommy Miller. Just get that puck off to his other wing. Done really well there. There's a young forward from Queensland. He is hassling the back line like you would not believe. Which is a quite impressive feat against some of these names in the WA team. So it looks like we get a free puck for WA. We'll have to see what the lads do with it here. Opted to open the play up a little bit and go towards the sub bench. WA look to bring it back here in the 45 or even 90, as I said before, but Queensland have been defending quite well, so they'll be happy if you want to take it over there. They'll just probably push it back on that side. Queensland through sheer numbers pushing it back out, but WA still strong on the puck, pushing forward. Good little pass there to your forward. Whoa, that was very dangerous. Yeah, good luck, mate, against Josh. Oh, here we go. That was a good little bit of play there by Josh. Gav massively backing up there. There's that young little forward again. Look at him. He's everywhere for Queensland. I don't get his number. Queensland beautifully defended there. That was absolutely phenomenal by Queensland. That back to swim that across that tray. I tell you what, if I was doing it, I would have been hugging that back wall. I tell you what. All right, looks like we're getting a WA free. And here we go. Gav Wide's taking it, flinging it straight up the middle. But Queensland defending that D amazingly. They're almost setting up so it's like a barrier around that D so they cannot get in through that front section there. Making them go to attack from the sides. And as you can just see, it's much easier to defend the back wall than it is from the front there. But WA looking to push up the wall again. Good little pick up off here. And almost got that, the half back pushing up on their defender. We'll have to see what happened here. So hang on. Just get the way back. I'm trying to look at the refs. So we're at half time? Half time, 2-1 to WA. WA really trying to put on some burners there and really get into them, but the Queensland lads defending and doing really well. And it's interesting to see in these games what breaks first. Is the defensive team constantly going to run out of puff, or is the defence wall going to break? It all comes down to your senior players here who can hold the puck, maintain their composure, and then go from there. Because you can only attack for so long before you get tired, even with a lot of these guys that have been training so hard. And we've seen it yesterday with the Queensland lads, relentless with the attack, and then Todd Canavan getting a little, probably about an almost coast-to-coast goal yesterday against the Queensland lads. So you're always got to be careful if you're going to push up all your players and try and score that goal. That the other team might just have one of those quick players that's really hard to catch. So, all right, so half time. Queensland are gathered on the side there. They got their spectators. Everyone's listening. So they got their captains having a little speech to them, getting around them. See what the little bit of passion goes for these young blokes for Queensland. Aussie boys just doing their standard, composed. Yep, everything's okay. We'll have a cup of tea after this and relax. Maybe a little bit of fire in their bellies. That's what they need. Can't take composure into a grand final. Because past experiences, taking an easy, relaxed kind of mentality into a final, knowing that your favourite never pays off. The other team always rises up, and you need to match that.
Hi.
So just a big thank you to my co-commentator today, in Jenny Griffiths. That'd be Shannon Griffiths' mother. Always good when the mums come down to watch their boys play. I believe Glennis is in the stadium as well watching. That's Reese's mum. And as always, Josh's parents and families here in Scott McKenzie. He's playing on the other court for the third playoff. Ashley McKenzie, who played in the one of the junior teams, and Bronwyn, who played in the women's team. Craig is here also. All right, strike off the strike, very good strike. Met the puck well, both teams. Queensland forwards ferocious. And you can see there's a lot of hunger in that pool to get that puck, and the Queensland lads are absolutely playing with passion here, and that is good to see. WA just locking it down, as you can see. bringing that puck out, seeing that everyone had a little big melee in the middle, not bringing the puck out too fast or too hard, and isolating yourself, especially on their sub-bench wall. Just quietly moving their way up the wall here and trying to move back on that 45, as I said in the first half, and they put it right in the goal tray here, and you watch the off half come in like crazy madman. That'd be Reece Milburn. I don't know how many goals he's scored at a world's competition doing that. He'll just get his hand in there like he likes to. Young forward again, he's playing an absolutely amazing game. I'm going to have to get his number and get his name. Well done by Queensland to push it wide over into the corner here. We've got a ref's call. We'll see what this is.
You've lost it. Now you're going to be in front of the TV. It's an entertaining underwater hockey.
Alright, so we've got a free puck going the way of Queensland. A bit of chat on top of the surface. The lads probably not happy with some of the tackles going on. But hopefully there won't be any headlocks today. I mean, Reece Quilford isn't playing in this game, so we should be alright. Alright. As you can see, very, very good push-pull there. Unfortunately, the WA defender just a bit quicker. But too eager to give the puck up there. Nice little move up the middle, trying to get through stuff and just give his team a chance to drive up the middle there. So we get a free puck call. It's against WA, and all I can hear is Gary going, "That's it, boys!" And that beautiful, sexy South African. Anyway, hockey. All right. So Queensland to take the puck. About 6 metres out. WA just very well positioned on the bottom, consolidating, coming up the middle, holding the puck. Amar trying to get through a couple there, but yeah, nice little inside flick to himself. Unfortunately, that move really pays off in a national competition, in a men's elite. You expose yourself too much. This is why WA is now pushing forward with the puck. So, just see if we can get the good camera angle here. Sam Thompson down. We've got another free puck called. Sam Thompson to Harry, probably. The WA guys getting pushed back. It's for a Queensland free puck. Obstruction. Interesting to see who that was on. Alright, Queensland to take the puck. Driving the wall, of course. Just in the safe zone there, because you'd feel like WA has more control at the moment, putting Queensland on the back foot. Gav with a nice little, we'd like to call a little click and collect, and offload it to his halfback to try and open up that Queensland side. But Queensland just defending absolutely phenomenally here. But we've got like a nice little flick to the middle, which has been picked off by a Queensland forward, but he's been pickpocketed by, I'd say, Reece Thrillburn. And there he is. Sam Thompson's got his number. They're going to have a conversation tonight at Prezzo, that's for sure. If you have a look at that number 12, that is Jimmy Rossiter. He is a absolute animal of a man. We've got a buzzer here for a free puck. I reckon Jimmy Rossiter stands about 5'10", and his wingspan's probably about 8 foot. Very strong on the puck. All right, we've got a free puck looking like it's going towards Queensland. Okay. Here we go. Queensland to take the puck in the dead space again, where we unfortunately don't have the camera angle. Gav to pick the puck up here, looking for a switch. Now we got two Queenslanders committing very hard to a back here, and it's forced him to come back this way. However, with the double switch, it does open up everyone on the court. So the fitter team will definitely win in this kind of situation if you get a lot of players go back and forth there. So WA picked the puck up in Tommy Miller. He's pushed it up the wall, and now we've got another free puck. The umpire's just starting to crack down on players for obstruction and a few other little things. That's obstruction on against Queensland, so we're looking for that's a WA puck. Shannon Griffiths calling a timeout, and we'll just have a little reset and we'll see what's going on. Free puck in front of the Queensland sub bench. I'll tell you what, if I was going to take this, I'll be taking it far, far away from that sub bench, that's for sure. Use your numbers, use your fitness. have a little bash out in the corner there, Jen. What do you reckon? And see who comes out on top. Because every time they've kind of taken it to the back wall in the corner there, WA have managed to push through a few times and get a goal. And they've been disallowed on obstruction and a few other little things, but, you know, it does put the other team on edge, the defensive team on edge. If you're getting beaten up the back wall, it can be a little bit demoralising. So, and especially if you isolate the team in the corner, that's when you need like a Nick Yong, or I used to do it quite well myself, Jen. You'd go and pick the puck up, and if you're in like a defensive stress, which the Queensland have been now in that corner, just go and pick the puck up, hold it on the wall, let your team get a little bit of rest, have a couple of breaths, and then reset and go from there. So yeah, pushed it to the wall as suspected here. Good body position by the backs here. The Queensland halfback sitting quite high up. He want to be careful, because if that puck flicks out that way, some of these WA forwards are quite fast. So we've gone for a little switch here. For a little switch over in front of the sub bench. Queensland will have a little bit of a relief here, but there's always that danger they'll pull that off the wall and bring it straight back in. But Queensland getting those subs in, we'll probably see a drive up. Probably see a bit of a drive up the wall here. Probably see a bit of a drive up the wall here. No, they pulled it back. WA pulled it back and got possession. Come on the 45, but well defended again by the Queensland lads. They are doing a phenomenal job against this absolutely tenacious and relentless WA team. And yeah, defending and pushing them to the wall. Their defensive position, sitting slightly left there, just so you actually push the WA guys to the back wall there. It's just having another defender there. It's just beautiful. It's a free defender, that wall. So we've got another free puck here, Jen. We've got obstruction. And I think Queensland are going to have to start to be careful with their obstruction, because I think that's probably the second or third call within the last 5 minutes. So there might be a warning going around soon, and there might be a bin next time. All right, WA to take the puck. As always, Gabs gives that little 45 swim, and big, long, low, flat flick is his cup of tea, his bread and butter. And that's a goal. That's a goal. Number 5. Ollie. Oh, no, sorry. Amar. Sorry. Amar. So, one of the key things I've always noticed about Gav is he normally takes his free pucks in front of the goal tray. Very similar every time. That little 45, quick little flutter kick, and then bang, he'll turn his wrist around and hit a flick about 3.5 metres long, and probably about 5 to 10 centimetres off the ground. It's not high. Very hard to stop, and it's very good if you're playing on his team and you're a forward sitting on that tray. All right, strike here, Queensland. Out for a little bit of blood now. They want to get a goal. They got to get back here. 3-1 down. This is where you're going to see a lot of guys from Queensland probably overcommit, which can and will more than likely pay off in a game like today. We'll have to just see the composure of the players. All right, so here we come. Up the middle here, Sam Thompson going one-on-one with, I believe that's probably Tommy. All right. Queensland just pushing it over to their sub bench, get some subs in. WA pushing hard, getting it past the sub bench. But still, this is a dead zone. Very hard to score from this kind of position here, especially in a 2 metre pool. Alrighty, just locking it down the corner. Here, even as an offensive team, when you're up 3-1, and that puck goes into the back corner, you literally look at the other guys in the other team, you go, hey, bring it out, let's have a go. And if they don't want to bring it out, you just sit there and just let them have it, just let it sit there. Alright, so the WA guys pushing hard off the, look at that, goal. In the tray. There's another goal. I believe that was number 0. Number 4, and Shannon Griffiths, the vice captain. What was that, Jen? Give us a woohoo, Jen.
You woohoo!
That's my boy. Hey, Jen. Old hook bat. That's what we call him, isn't it, Jen? Hook bat. Yeah, that's what we call him, hook bat. We don't call him anything else, Hook. That's for sure. All right. So this is what I was saying before. Will the relentless attack from WA pay off, or will the wall come down from Queensland defence, or will the Queensland defence hold and the WA attack eventually fatigue out? And it's paid off for WA. And when we're 4-1 down with, I believe, 5 minutes to go, you're going to have a lot of young Queenslander players and a lot of players really trying to push that puck hard, really trying to push up, overcommitting, and that's what creates gaps for the other team. But once again, if you overcommit to the puck and the other team's caught off, very, very good chance to score a goal. All right. So, and we've just had a timeout for Queensland. And I believe Gary's got an orange glove. I can't believe he hasn't been pulled up for that, because you're not allowed to have an orange glove. I'm going to have to have a chat to him tonight at Prezzo about that. All right, we got the strike. The young lads got a little bit of spice off their legs there. Just a bit slower than the last couple of strikes. Maybe fatigue's starting to set in. Maybe they're thinking about that beer tonight, Jen. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, no, if you're trying out for the Aussie men's team, then you've got, 90 minutes? I think the boys need to have a chat to Bushy about that. Alrighty. Queensland driving hard up that wall in front of the Wazzy sub bench there. And let's look to see if we can get some courageous acts from some of the Queensland lads. Really drive and really push hard. Put those Wazzy defenders on the back fin and see if they can actually snag themselves a little goal here. So I just got a score update from the other court, and it's 4-3 to the Barbars, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
good hot battle right now.
Good game. Yeah. The WA boys are pulled away on this side, eh, mate? 4-1. All right, we got a buzzer for a free puck there, guys.
WA's up 4 against Queensland 1.
All right, against Queensland. Queensland's starting to fatigue. You can tell by the ref calls when teams are starting to fatigue. You start to get a lot more obstructions, a lot more stick checks, a lot more chopping, and it's just fatigue, and that's what happens in the sport, because it is three-dimensional, as I said before, with your breath hold up and down. And the Queensland are going to have to be careful, because they might start to get sin binned here. All right, so WA looking to drive the wall, pushing up. But Queensland, very good body position. Very good body position by that forward there, but I reckon we've got a free puck, and I reckon that's probably going to be obstruction. No, gloving up the wall. Very interesting how we've not seen a sin bin against Queensland yet. Being the last 4 or 5 calls going against them. But, we'll have to just wait and see. Like a good sin bin myself. It's good, you got some bit of banter on the side of the pool there, and all the other men's players to give you a little bit of flack. I know, Jen, when I was playing, they always said, "Why'd you get sin bin, Northie?" And I was like, being left-handed, it's pretty simple. I'll actually start the strike, and they just like unsportsmanlike get out. Reese, if you're watching, Reese Quilford, it sucks sometimes. All right, so we're up in this corner here. Queensland, if they want to get anywhere today and try to even the score out, they need to try and drive and push up that wall. But they're gonna have to start playing with a little bit of open water just to try and get something. So we've had a call for Queensland against WA, obstruction. The umpire not looking too happy about that call either. Very aggressively calling the obstruction and looking at the player who did it. All right, here we go. So we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. And with 3 goals up, the way we play the game, after a goal's scored, there's a 30-second relapse before the next strike, which actually goes down with a timer. So there's a call beforehand, yeah. So if you are 3 goals down with 2 minutes to go, unless you score off every strike, it's pretty much that's the game done, because 30-second laps on 3 goals, 90 seconds, plus you've got to allow yourself 10-15 seconds to score each goal. So I believe WA's probably got this in the bag, but let's see how this all plays out towards the end here, where WA give it a good push and really get into them, or we'll see if some Queenslander lads show a bit of fire and a bit of passion. And it'd be nice to see one of the young Queenslanders really get into that back line. All right, so WA just driving up into that corner. Probably a few of the older Queenslander, more experienced lads realising that the game's probably lost now, being under 2 minutes left. Just trying to hold a bit of composure in the back there. We're on the back wall there. And a little recycle to the back line there, and it's been pushed out again. Queensland defending absolutely amazing this game. Yep. So we've got a free puck.
He wants that goal. We're down to the last minute.
All right, and we've got a free puck for Queensland. All right, pushing it up that wall. A minute to go. If you got a minute to go, and you're 4-1 down, this is when you want to try and do some flashy stuff. Switch it across the pool and have a bit of fun with it. Very good swim. Look at this. Very well done. Held the puck. Didn't give it up. Pass it off to Mason. Mason flicking it off, knowing he can back it up. He's got a very phenomenal breath hold. Very good hand-eye coordination. He'll be happy to hold it there. The Queensland lads looking for a little bit of redemption. Very good. Very good. Flat on the bottom. 30 seconds to go. Reece Milburn. One-on-one with Gary. Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary, what are you doing, mate? I'm going to let you know about that tonight. Oh, dear. So we've got a very big push up the wall here. Very big push, and that's going to be a goal. That's probably Amar, I reckon, or is that Tommy? That's Amar. Amar said, thank you, son. I'm going to put the afterburners on and see you later. And he's probably one of the faster lads in the pool, and I believe that's game. So we got a 5-1 win to WA A team, or WA Black, have defeated Queensland 5-1. And over on the other court, I believe we had the Barbars beat the WA B team 4-3. So, interesting game of hockey. As always, with most times, fitness does normally come through with this sport. And the WA guys, a lot of these guys have been playing together for years and years. I've been playing with some of these guys for 15 years, and just knowing what your teammate's going to do and where he's going to be really helps at this kind of level. But absolute hat off to the Queensland defence. They were phenomenal. Their young forward, the young bloke in the forward line, I'm still not sure of his name. He had an absolutely cracker of a game. Just absolutely relentless on the WA back line, ensuring that they couldn't pull off any easy switches or come through the middle. He should be proud of himself for his game he played. All right, so with that we have the next game being the Elite Women's, and I believe it'd be New South Wales playing the WA Women's in the playoff for gold. And then it'll probably be, I think, Tasmania and I think it's Tasmania and Victoria in the playoff for third. So should be quite interesting. I've seen a couple of the women's games, and I think the top, they've all been pretty close. So yeah. All right, we'll finish up here, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes for the next game.